You want the crown? Earn the right to bleed. You want to rule? Then know this first. Discipline is your god. Obsession is your religion. You don't rise to wealth, power, or legend by chance. You grind your identity into steel. By doing the same hard things, every day, when no one watches. You don't get what you want. You get what you are willing to suffer for, repeatedly. Discipline is not motivation. Motivation is for peasants. Motivation is emotion. Discipline is pure will. Cold. Surgical. Non-negotiable. The myth of balance. Burn it. You've been lied to. Balance. Self-care. Take breaks. That's the language of the herd. Let me ask you, was Jobs balanced? Was Musk sleeping 8 hours and journaling his feelings? Did JP Morgan or Rockefeller have yoga Wednesdays? No, they sacrificed. They obsessed. They gave up comfort for power. If you're trying to be balanced, you've already surrendered. You must burn for your future. Rituals, the holy weapons of billionaires. Every empire is built on ritual, not habits. Rituals. Sacred. Inflexible. Carved into your calendar like commandments. Example: billionaire warpath. 4:45 a.m. wake up, before the enemy even dreams. Cold exposure. Forge nerves like iron. Training body. Sharpen the sword. Visualization 10 minutes. Burn your goal into the subconscious. Deep work 3 hours. No distractions, full war mode. War review PM. What built the empire today? What slowed it? Repeat. Every day. For years. That's how kings are built. Pain is the compass. Understand this. Your discomfort is a compass. It points to exactly what must be done next. Scared of public speaking? Speak. Hate cold water? Bathe in it. Can't focus? Lock in until your eyes bleed. The thing you avoid is the next battle, and discipline means walking straight into it with no flinch. You want mental dominance? Chase pain daily. Make the hard path your addiction. Time, the most ruthless currency. Look at your day like a killer scans a battlefield. Where is the weakness? Where is time bleeding out and getting nothing in return? Audit your day. Scroll time? Gone. Meaningless convos? Cut. Junk food, lazy meals, Netflix, porn? Execution squad. You are either creating value or bleeding it. There is no neutral. Every billionaire treats time as the most sacred resource. You don't trade it cheap. You don't trade it thoughtlessly. You weaponize it. You must become obsessed or be forgotten. Let me make it simple. No obsession, no empire. You must be so obsessed they whisper about you. They call you crazy. Too intense. Too focused. Good. That means they fear you. Obsession is not illness. It's clarity. It means you've chosen your war, and you will die or conquer. No middle. Jobs was obsessed. Jordan was obsessed. Napoleon, Bezos, Da Vinci, Musk, obsessed. Are you willing to be that possessed by your mission? Because if not, you'll always serve men who are. Final orders. Discipline is your religion now. I don't wait to feel ready. I act. I don't seek comfort. I destroy it. I don't repeat goals. I repeat rituals. I don't ask for balance. I demand results. This is your creed now. Discipline is not something you do. It is something you become. It's in your eyes. In your gait. In your calendar. In your decisions when no one watches. From this moment forward, your phone is your tool, not your leash. Your schedule is sacred. Non-negotiable. Your word is law. If you say 5 a.m., you wake at 4:59. Your identity is no longer human. You are machine. Architect. Warlord. Visibility is power, and you are a ghost. Look at yourself. Right now you're skilled. You're driven. But if the right people don't know your name, you don't exist. In this world, power is not just about results. It's about perception of power. It's about positioning. You can be 10 times better than your competition. But if they control the frame, they win. Perception is dominance. We're going to make you unignorable. You walk into a room and silence falls. You speak, and people rearrange their priorities. You move, and others follow without knowing why. The positioning equation, perception, talent. Here's the hard truth. The most talented do not win. The most visible, trusted, and framed as elite do. Look at these. Zuckerberg was not the best coder. Musk didn't invent rockets. Kim Kardashian isn't the best at anything, except attention leverage. Yet they are positioned as titans, because they control the narrative. So here's your law. Control how you are seen, or be seen how others choose. You're not just building a business. You're building a myth, a name, a symbol, a shadow. Frame or be framed. Everything is framing. You are either 1. Framed as the authority, or 2. Framed as another player begging for scraps. In the Mafia, if they say your name with fear, you win the game before it starts. Here's how you seize the frame. Be the first to define yourself. People believe the first storyteller. Speak in power terms. I don't offer. I choose. I don't sell. I select. We're not competitors. We're on different levels. Control the environment. Host the call. Pick the meeting time. Set the terms. Never be reactive. People don't want options, they want certainty. You deliver it in your tone, posture, and presence. Authority by association. Perception of power is transferable. Borrow it. Steal it. Weaponize it. Mention elite clients. Even if you're early. We're in talks with. Frames you as ascending power. Social proof everywhere. Testimonials, names, logos, networks, appearances. Power recognizes power. Position yourself inside the right rooms. You don't rise alone. You rise by proximity to status. Power is tribal. Status is tribal. You either build a tribe of wolves, or you beg for food from the lions. Crafting your one-sentence weapon. You must have a sentence that pierces minds like a bullet. Not, I help people with marketing. Try, I build war machines for brands who are ready to dominate that category. Not, I'm a consultant. Try, I turn 6-figure chaos into 8-figure structure. This is your positioning weapon. Every time you say it, it either commands curiosity, respect, or silence. No generic garbage. No. I do a bit of everything. You are a specialist killer, not a freelancer with a resume. Mastering the power aura. There is a presence that makes people hesitate before interrupting you. This is not magic. It is engineered. Command aura checklist. Move slowly. High-status men do not rush. They own time. Eye contact without apology. Predators lock on. Prey looks away. Speak low, slow, and short. Long explanations equals low power. Certainty speaks in bullets. Minimal gestures. Control your space like it's your throne. Remember, you don't need to prove anything. You are the proof. Daily protocol. Power positioning ritual. Every day, install this positioning deeper. You are not marketing. You are forging perception. 1. Audit your brand. Is it elite, clear, high status? If not, rebuild it. 2. Post signal, not noise. Social media? Speak like a market commander, not a beggar for likes. 3. Refine your positioning sentence. Say it 100 times. Lock it into your bones. 4. Practice posture plus voice daily. 5 minutes in the mirror. You are shaping a weapon. 5. Get into higher rooms. If your name isn't in the right circles, your game is invisible. Final words. I don't chase attention. I attract respect. I don't sell. I frame. I don't compete. I dominate silently. I don't exist for everyone. I exist for power players only. From this moment, you are not building a business. You are becoming a symbol. A myth in motion. Training mode, session 5. Influence like a phantom. Silent persuasion and psychological warfare. Tone, cold strategist. Mafia manipulator. Billionaire mind controller. Time, 20 minutes. Objective, master influence without noise. Speak less, control more. Shape minds like clay. Real power doesn't yell. It bends reality quietly. You think influence is talking more? Being loud? Being convincing? Wrong. True power is silent manipulation. It's making people think your idea was their idea. It's owning minds without ever raising your voice. The mafia doesn't negotiate. It suggests. The billionaire doesn't pitch. He sets the stage. The strategist doesn't chase. He creates a situation where you chase him. From now on, you don't push. You pull. You don't argue. You frame. Law 1. He who frames, controls. Every interaction has a frame, an invisible lens through which the conversation happens. Whoever sets that frame wins. Examples. A price isn't expensive if you call it an investment with returns. You're not asking for a favor, you're offering access. You're not applying, you're selecting. Language is a weapon. Every word either elevates your frame or weakens it. You don't say, "Can I have a moment of your time?" You say, "I need 90 seconds. This will be the most valuable minute of your day." Never ask for permission. Assume power. Law 2. The power of suggestion. Want to control someone's decision? Don't command. Don't persuade. Implant. You use words like, "Imagine if," "most people in your position tend to," "what would it feel like if," "why?" Because the human brain resists direct force, but it obeys internalized imagination. When you say, "Do this," the brain says no. When you say, "Imagine doing this," the brain pictures it, and then acts as if it chose it. That's phantom persuasion. You don't push the button. You make them want to push it themselves. Law 3. Psychological mirroring. People trust those who are like them. So what do? You become a chameleon. Not fake, strategically aligned. Tactics. Mirror their energy. Fast if they're fast, calm if they're calm. Use their language. Reflect their phrases back subtly. Match their values. If they talk legacy, don't talk profit, talk impact. This creates a feeling of, "He gets me," and the moment they feel understood, they stop resisting you. Now you don't persuade. You lead. Law 4. Status triggers obedience. People obey those they perceive as high status. Not just rich, but above them in the social food chain. So you must trigger subconscious signals of dominance. Controlled body language. No fidgeting. Move like a lion. Unapologetic speech. No filler words. No. Like just decisiveness. This is the direction. No debate. That's final. You don't need to convince. Your presence becomes the proof that you are right. This is how a man walks into a room and owns it without saying a word. Law 5. Influence is a long game. Influence compounds. You don't need to win today. You plant thoughts like seeds in a target's mind. The key? Patience and consistency. Be the person who always leads the conversation to clarity. Be the one they call when decisions get hard. Be the voice they hear when they're alone and thinking. That is when you've won. They act in your favor, even when you're not there. Rituals for silent influence. Your daily influence practice. 1. Review conversations. Where did you control the frame? Where did you lose it? What words open doors? 2. Practice minimalism. Speak less. Ask better questions. Silence creates tension. Tension creates control. 3. Shadow practice. Watch interviews of elite persuaders. Study cadence, tone, pausing. 4. Study psychological triggers, authority, scarcity, social proof, reciprocity. Learn them. Use them. 5. Meditate before negotiations. Influence starts with internal calm. Still waters run deep and drown empires. Final doctrine. I do not beg. I influence. I do not argue. I frame. I do not sell. I shape decisions. I do not shout. I whisper, and they obey. You are now a phantom in the room, a shadow in the boardroom, a ghost in the mind of every person you meet. They will never know why they trust you, why they follow you, but they will, because you've turned your presence into psychological warfare.